All right. That's a great time to just kind of shake the rest of this morning off and get our minds into this team meeting. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. It's time for bucket fills. We're going to start off with something positive since we shook off all the bad, negative energy. So what do we have? Anything personal? Anything professional? New biz? All right, Brandon. This includes our online crew as well. Go ahead, Brandon.
Oh yeah, it's the jacket itself. It's the swag itself. Right? Yeah. No, but my offer just got accepted.
Woohoo! Okay. Sounds good. Well, we love offers being accepted. What else? What else do we have out there? Awesome.
It's my first time in the office, so I think that's very positive for me. I'm Ash. Yes, so I just recently joined, and I'm hoping to have a successful camaraderie with you all and learn and grow in the process.
Okay. I would say hope is not a strategy. Right. I would say hope is not a strategy, but we're going to work on it. Absolutely. Online audience, anything good? Tell us something good.
Hey, I have successfully now donated 500 ounces of breast milk to 4 different mamas in need since the formula shortage.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. Helping mamas in need. Got another one.
So hopefully I can close this Friday, the one that was supposed to happen on the 16th, if DR Horton can get their stuff together. So
we'll keep working on DR Horton. Hope is not a strategy. Yeah. All right.
I have something to share.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Brandy Zymus. It's been a minute since I've had a listing, it seems, as we're all trying to get those listings, but I have one coming up in Houston, 77049 for 230,000. We're doing photos on Friday. And then I have another in Sugar Land in Austin Meadows doing photos June 1st. So that one will be coming. And then I have one that I've been so excited to talk about. I am co-oping with Robbie Yansky on this one because he's the pro at land. We all know he does a lot of land. So I pulled him in. And we've been working this one for about 2 months. Just got it signed. It is 93 acres in Fort Bend County in Richmond. So if you know where George Ranch High School is, it's not far from there. And we will be listing it at $3.5 million.
Awesome. We're going to actually touch on something like that and other opportunities when it comes to land, but we love it. So you were in a drop for a second and picked up 3 listings. Great job.
Very exciting.
What is the address for those 2 properties?
I'm sorry?
I have a question. What is the address for those 2 properties that she's going to list?
I can put it in the chat.
That would be great.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
And it seems like Gleisha also said that she picked up a listing too. So she put that in the chat. Great job, you guys. We love the listings. All right, let's go to next. Oh, I have it. All right, Memorial Day. Is this you? No? All right, so remember that our office will be closed. Our traditional staff will not be here, but the office itself will be open with our weekend staff on Monday in honor of Memorial Day. So we'll have the weekend staff here. That means, the typical faces, you don't have to be bothered with Nimesh or myself.
Yay!
Just like it. Norman was a little too excited about that one right there. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on. We have some upcoming classes. Those of you who was here for, a couple of y'all might have been here for the feng shui. So that happened yesterday. So that was pretty good. But we have some more things coming up. This Thursday, we have bingo night starting at 5 p.m. If you haven't already registered for bingo night, you want to make sure you get taken care of. We got some great prizes. We have some, we'll have some great fun. And then we have the all-time greatest caller that's going to be available there as well. Clear the schedule and everything to make sure he can make his presence. June 1st, talking about diversity and inclusion. Blind spot activity is going on. You should have seen some things about it, but you'll be getting more information. Please register for that event. Yeah, and then the Fort Bend Restaurant Crawl will follow on June 3rd, which will be Friday, where we're visiting Habaneros will be first. We're continuing the conversation there for happy hour. Next will be Mahesh Restaurant for dinner. And then finally, dessert is happening at the Sweet Boutique. This is all a quick crawl in our Fort Bend Town Center. And we're continuing the conversation from the Blind Spot event. Joining us for bingo again, 5 to 7 p.m. this Thursday, right here in our Morris training room. We have several sponsors for that: WFG, Majestic Title, American Home Shield, I don't know, Goosehead Insurance, Roof Masters, Key Rose, Dart, and Perry Homes and Concierge Services. So the AMCAP group is bringing that to us, so join us for that. Am I doing all the announcements? Okay. All right. So, you know, the summer is around the corner. Many of your kids are graduating. You have some who are going off to different activities. But for us, this is our time to kind of step off campus. So we'll have 3 opportunities during the summer to go do our team meeting at a offsite location. It'll be at a builder's location. So the first one is coming up on June 22nd. Our team meeting will be held at Harvest Green. So you won't meet here, we'll meet straight over there and we'll broadcast from that area. Next will be July 27th at Veranda, the Perry Homes model there. And then finally in August on the 17th, we'll be broadcasting from Sienna. So keep that in mind. We'll also place this on our closed Facebook group, okay? Details, more details to come. MCA, you have something, Krista?
Yeah, just real quick. So during the summer, we typically see an uptick in transactions. We'll see a number of units go up. So I was going to ask a fun question. When is the best time to close on a property? Day of the month? Anybody know? When is the most popular time to close? The end of the month. That's right. So when is the title companies, the lenders, and the brokerages the busiest? At the end of the month. We do have some issues when things will get pushed and they end up going into a new month, which can cause some challenges. But why do I bring that up? So as companies are getting busier and you're thinking about your clients, what's best for them, sometimes that might be at the end of the month, but sometimes it may not be, because that's when everyone else is the busiest. You're more likely to make mistakes, to overlook something. And then if there is an issue with the transaction, your only option is to push it into the next month, which might not be in their best interest. So just wanted to bring that up as we're thinking about the summer and considering what's best for your clients. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Krista. All right. Namesh.
Cool. Thank you. I'll borrow that. Got some cool announcements coming up today, guys. All right. So first and foremost, we've got together as the regional technology leaders have got together to put something cool together for you guys this summer. Okay. So as a region, we're doing what we call a 66-day digital lead gen challenge. So I implore you to participate. We do have a QR code here for you to get in the group. We will also put this in the Facebook group. So we are promoting this as a region. So every market center is going to be participating in this. So the idea behind this is you're going to enter the Facebook group that we've created for the region. Okay. We're going to continue to use it as a regional Facebook group. And we're going to provide content for you every single day during the 66 days. All right. So pretty much throughout the summer. It starts on June 6th. All right. So you do have some time here to get into that group and start getting ready for us to start sharing some content. The idea behind it is that we're going to share a piece of content for you every day. All right. Some of those things could be social media postings for you. So you just have to simply pull those and put them and share them on your own social media. All right. Other things will be just ways to, utilize and leverage our technology or other platforms to lead generate. Okay. And grow your business accordingly. So again, we're putting together a lead gen challenge. There will be more information and more details I'm going to put into our Facebook group, but I highly implore you to participate. We are going to have, first of all, there is no cost to it. Second, we will have prizes. One for the individual, there will be individual prizes, and also as a market center for the most participation. All right. So come on, guys, make me and Norman look good, please. All right. All right. Secondly, yay, we're taking conference room reservations digital. All right. So let me show you what that's going to look like. It's going to be actually a very simple platform. All right. When you pull it up, it's going to simply be the scheduling time with the 3 conference rooms we have, small, medium, and large. You just double click on the time slot you want. Okay. A pop-up pops up and you just put in your name, your email address. There, the very first time you do this, you are going to kind of have to register, and then you just confirm booking, and voila, it's done. Okay. So how are you going to access this? There's actually going to be 3 ways to access it. First and foremost, kwsw.com. When you just scroll right under the picture to the 4 big boxes, now one of them is conference room. Okay. One way. Another way is kwsw25.com. I apologize. Thank you for correcting me, Chad. kwsw25.com. We are going to have a direct site too. All right. kwswrooms.com will take you directly to the reservations. And we have a QR code that's going to be placed around various places in the office, specifically the front desk, where you can just scan this QR code. It'll take you right to the reservation. All right. There'll be more details. I'm going to do a video tutorial on the Facebook group. All right. So, and it'll be placed on kwsw25.com for you guys to be able to learn that, but it's very simple and now into your own hands.
And you can still call the front desk if you need to.
And you can still call the front desk if you need to. Okay. Good deal. That's it for me.
All right,
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Yep.
Great
absolutely.
tools out there to generate business, and great tools once you generate that business to come down and reserve a room for your conference. Chat.
All right. Hey, I appreciate you guys going on here. I'm looking how many people are online. Okay, great group online. I want to just take a moment, right? As something tragic that happens in our world, I think as leaders, as professionals, we need to respond to it. And so what I say to that is, I'm an elementary school teacher. And when I hear of something as horrific and horrible of little children being killed in a school, I mean, it just tears me apart. And I hurt and I ache. And our desire is that we can drop our kids off at school and they can be safe, right? And there's so underlying messages and things that as a country respond to, but this is how I want you guys to do it is, I hope what I'd love to see is people respond with love, right? That we genuinely, we look at people authentically and we check into it. So my message to you is, you're real estate professionals. You all own a database. You all own a sphere, and you basically own a group of people. And I think is you're responsible for checking in on them and helping people and loving on them, right? So we make a simple thing to you as care calls. Do you truly care about your people that you work with? Do you check in on them, you love on them, right? And something is world of this. Our world will cause division over this. And to me is, as a leader, I say is, how do we come together and unite as people and love on each other? Right. So here's a quote that I want to leave you with. I left it on my desk and I'm going to read it. And this is a quote that I live by. Excuse me. Here's a quote that I live by, and it's from Susan Freed Scott, who wrote a book called Fierce Conversations. Anybody ever read it? It's a powerful book, and she talks about the power of conversations, and conversations are the relationship. The relationship is the conversation. Give me just a second. And here's what she says. Our work is what we do. Our relationships and our lives succeed or fail one conversation at a time. While no single conversation is guaranteed to transform a company, a relationship, or a life, any single conversation can. Speak and listen, as this is the most important conversation you will ever have with this person. It could be participate as it matters, because it does. So my challenge to you as leaders is, let them know it's by your care, by your kindness and your love and we help people through life transitions and all that goes on in the world, right? So my heart breaks a little bit. I'm just going to take 30 seconds and just recognize a little bit of moment of silence. And remember those families that are impacted and will be impacted for a lifetime. It's horrible. So let's take a moment of silence. Okay, thank you. If there's anything that I could ever do to help you, right, reach out to others. And when you see people that need help, use resources we have. We have great teams that can connect and help people along the way, right? We're all on this journey of life. Let them know us by our love and our compassion and the way that we serve one another. Okay, thank you guys.
Pretty hard to move forward and talk about opportunity and growth after something like that, because so much opportunity was robbed from those kids and those families. But we are here to do some business. So let's jump into our team meeting. We're going to be sharing my screen in a few and walking through a presentation and going back and forth. Now, KW is a technology company. I am not a technology specialist. So I'm just putting that disclaimer out there. You ready? All right. So I recently went to the HAR breakfast, and I implore all of you guys to go and participate in those breakfasts. You learn a lot from there, and we had a special guest who had been here before in our office, Rachel Canet, and she kind of gave an overview of what the state of Fort Bend kind of is looking like when it comes to economics and what we can do as realtors. So it was a really, really great presentation. So I'm just going to piggyback off of what she did and bring in some of the highlights of what she presented to you guys, and then walk you through a website that you can find this information as well. So home and economics in Fort Bend County. All right, people are still choosing Fort Bend County. With almost 900,000 people living here in Fort Bend, we are expected to grow to over 1 million in just about 4 years. And so you may wonder to yourself, why? Why are people choosing Fort Bend? Because it goes from young families, qualified workers, that's what's here. Matter of fact, that's the #1 reason businesses are bringing their businesses here. It's because of our workforce. And then people just looking for a safe place to live with great education. So this county happens to be growing by approximately 27,000 people a year. 27,000 people a year. So that continued growth is still going on. We look to have, in Fort Bend County, it has tripled in its size since 2000. It's more than tripled in its size since 2000. We have about 900 total square miles in the Fort Bend County. And the last time she was here, she said about 60% of it was underdeveloped. Well, now we're a little over 50% is underdeveloped, but there's still a lot of opportunity. And I'll show you that in a map up here soon. Let me see. Oh, well now. All right, so it's attractive for people and businesses. So this is an interactive map, and I'll show you in a few where you can find this map with a couple of opportunity zones. There's about 5 opportunity zones that we're going to talk about. And these 5 opportunity zones have been created to spur investment in underserved communities. They're opportunities for residential, and they're opportunities for some commercial development as well. Most of them are heading out towards your Richmond, Rosenberg, and going further down as you're heading towards Kendleton and Pleak. And what's interesting about these opportunity zones is we have so many single owner land masses that are huge, that are just ripe for developing and investors to come in. So when you have a mixture of businesses coming in, those businesses are going to need workers. We have workers. Those workers are going to need a place to stay. So then it comes down to building more communities, right? And so I want to just take you there so you can see on this map what you can do. And some of y'all call us and you'll ask about LIDs, levy improvement districts, this map can also show you those levy improvement districts so you can take a look. So you can look at this map by either categories, you can add categories on there. The green dots are master plan communities. So Fort Bend actually has some of the best master plan communities, which is a reason why people coming here. So we have a lot. I don't know if y'all knew we had that many master plan communities, right? They have industrial clusters that are these little pieces here. This includes some industrial clusters like the grid that's right off there in Stafford. So we talked a little bit about those industrial clusters as well. And if you wanted to see if something falls in a lid, that's how many lids we actually have here in the Fort Bend County area. Okay, you can toggle over them. It'll tell you what lid it is when you click on it and things of that sort as well. I wanted to zoom into these opportunity zones just a little bit more. There's 5 of them. And these opportunity zones, like I said, is just areas where they have preferential tax treatment. They actually have, so for those of you who work with investors, or if you're going to start working with investors, they actually have some financial incentives for you to go develop this area. So in the process or in the form of grants and tax, I guess, not abatements, tax like relief for going over there and exempting that area. And I'll show you a little later on where you can find that. So just a couple of things for you to look at in those opportunity zones. Let's keep it going. Another reason why people are flocking into Fort Bend is because we have a highly trained workforce. Do you know that University of Houston just created a STEM designation, right? Program chain. They just recently got designated for that. That is going to bring roughly about 5,000 new students into this area. That's important because one of the greatest things about our area is where we're located and how easy it is for you to get to Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, and then going further east. That it's also great because of the ports that we have, Port of Houston and then Port of, what is that? Freeport, Port Freeport, which we'll talk about a little later too. So we're leading when it comes to our mobility and our infrastructure to get, to create a supply chain. You know, when COVID hit, the supply chain kind of got backed up, right? And it caused a lot of different slowness when it comes to building. Well, with the port expanding and doing some of the improvements it has, with the widening of the highways that they have going on, Highway 36A, 99, right? It is allowing us to have a very strong infrastructure and reducing the time it takes to get from the ports into the neighborhoods that they need to be. So it's going to reduce the backing of orders that we need. Well, you need a workforce for that. So with U of H having this STEM designated program, we're literally building that workforce for the people who are coming in. So that's that for that. Let's go back. All right, so I talked about the port. And so there's a small, our access is our strength. So here's a small video. There's no sound. So do I have to put my thing up in here? All right, just a little preview of why our access is our strength. We do have those three railways that now, as the port are bringing things in, we have these 3 railways, and at the port, Freeport, they're enhancing how they unload things from the port ships to the railway system so they can go out and distribute it all across the country. So our port, Houston, is now ranked number, I think it was 17 in the nation. It's the shortest deep water channel that we have. They're deepening it, so it'll be the deepest water channel that Texas has, period. It's ranked 11th in the US and 5th in Texas when it comes to petroleum, petrochemical ports in the US. Last year alone, it moved 1,200 vessel calls, which is up 12.9% from the year before that. And approximately 38.7 million tons of cargo is transported annually through that port. So it's like a secret weapon that both Fort Bend and Brazoria County have as well.
Yeah. Oh, have you left it out? Oh, it's so good.
And so there's no air draft restrictions, which allows us to get things out. It's one of the fastest growing ports. All right. Our people is what sets us apart. We're a community rich in history and diversity. We don't have to tell you guys that. You've been hearing that we're the most diverse county when it comes to people, but we also are pretty diverse when it comes to culture and types of employments that's out there as well. We have a highly skilled and educated workforce, one of the highest in the nations. In Texas. And the median household income is $101,000. It was interesting that she said a group that they're really trying to target is our millennials because of they're trying to bring in more innovative technology companies. So in bringing those, you need a workforce for those people, right? So not only is Fort Bend ranked, or Fort Bend ISD has been ranked as a Microsoft Office school, which helps, but they're trying to attract with housing. So if you know of any investors that are looking to develop units that will provide maybe like condo or lifestyle, kind of like right here at Lakeview, or by Skeeter, no, it's not Skeeter anymore, Space Cowboys, right? By Space Cowboys, where you have living structures, you have those brownstones, and you have a great walkability factor, right? They can go to entertainment, they can go to food. So we're needing more of those things so we can attract that innovative technology type employee to come in as well. So that's an area that you could consider. Oh, I thought something that was interesting was the international workforce that they have. I don't know if y'all have seen this before, but Fort Bend has really been investing in international type workforce. So did y'all know that from the Fort Bend immigrant community that 36%, they have a 36% purchasing power, which is huge, right? 80% homeownership, that's here. And their contribution to our gross domestic product is $11 billion. So when we're talking about having a diverse community, how are you making sure that you as a realtor understand the diverse needs of that community? One way was yesterday when we had our feng shui workshop. Another way is on next Wednesday when we're having the blind spots, understanding our unconscious biases. Just gonna plug that one in. But there are incentives, right? They have international advantages. Proximity to Houston is huge, but they have aggressive incentive structures, and you can find out about this for people who need some grants or funding as an international person. So just wanted to throw that out there. Any questions? Great question. So all you really need to do is go to fortbendcounty.com, and all of this information is there. It'll tell you why Fort Bend. It lists out our cities, specific lifestyle centers, like the Katy Town Center that they built out and are still building. Talks a little bit about our schools and education, gives you the economic forecast. They're updating this as well. They have videos that you can download and share and place on your website. You can dig a little deeper and see what are some projects that they have going on right now. And you can see where they are with those, projects, and as they do press releases and what that project is supposed to bring in. not that specifically. It doesn't have it on here, that specific project, right? But what you can do, a lot of times, the person who's in charge, so it's not on that one, when you scroll down, you'll see their name and a number to kind of reach out to. Yes.
First of all, thank you for being so excited.
Mhm.
The map that you showed on the
Yep.
presentation, is it in one of these tabs that I can go explore?
Yes. So let me show you. Learn about our county. I think it's this one. No, this one. Okay, not that one. Let's go back. One more. There it is. So go into the Fort Bend County zones and districts map. And then towards the bottom, you'll find the interactive map, and you can click on it to see different things that's going on. Okay. This little fork area is probably going to be the most popular when it comes to building and having communities, warehousing, commercial properties, and then creating that little lifestyle center I was talking about. This is the hot zone, because this is where all three of those major highways converge. So keep that on your map, on your radar. All right. 36, Highway 36A, 99. I don't remember what the other one was. 59, maybe? 90 or 59? One of them.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay, thanks.
Maybe.
Oh, excuse
See
me.
if I
Vern.
touch it, if it would tell me which highway that is. Okay, yes, Terrence.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, did you say something about grants?
Yes,
Oh, okay, like,
for businesses.
this is a commercial,
Mhm.
not residential.
Mm-mm.
Okay, thanks.
You can find, so in incentives and financing, you can find down here, and you can help out your business owners who are looking for different type of economic relief or incentives for starting or building something. So all of these are local grants or incentives for you to develop specific areas within Fort Bend. All right. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
Where was the graph on demographics and reports?
Okay. I think that was under our people. So let me find where I got it from. Schools and educational quality of life.
All right, let's bring some life to this. This is a unbelievable site, right? So if you're ever going, what do I put on social media? All you have to go is get here, grab some information that intrigues you, and now you have a post. Or, hey, what should I do about a video, right? Our whole marketing thing is what, Kimbra? What's our whole marketing about? Our team, what do we do? Yeah, we focus on where we live, right? Our last statement in all the videos is what, Sapana? Oh, come on, you said it.
I know I said it.
Have you guys watched the videos? What do we always say at the end of the videos when we do that and showcase one of our agents?
I have what it takes
to push
real estate forward.
Yeah, in Fort Bend County.
Right.
Right. And we have to use these tools, meaning, yes, hey, I want to do a video and I want to showcase the area. Then go show up, right, at the railway of all the diversities and shoot a little video. Fort Bend is open for business. Hold on, let me say that again. Fort Bend is open for businesses. We will bring businesses into our location. And when businesses come in our location, what happens? Residential grows.
Mhm.
Right? Keep going out 59 if you want to see growth. Gary Keller is on a pitch right now, and he says to do what? Buy dirt. Buy dirt and then subdivide it. You will no longer be sitting in this room. You will be, I don't know what you'll be doing. You'll be traveling the world, or you'll be just sitting on your back porch enjoying life, whatever it is. Buy dirt There's availability. Anybody want to go raise the 3 million? Right? And buy Brandy's property.
I was about to say Brandy's property.
You go, well, I don't have 3 million. No, you put together the opportunity, go present it. Do you think that big is where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Were you going to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, something important happened in Sugarland yesterday.
Uh-huh.
This has been going on for a while. Oh, sorry, Kaplan. You guys are aware of Kaplan?
Yes.
Had put in a project to put in those apartments in Sugar Creek. And it went through planning and zoning. And typically, if it gets approved in planning and zoning, the next step is a formality.
Yeah.
It goes to city council. We got voted down yesterday. I've never seen that happen. So it meets all the criterias. And I think it's pretty much because the residents have spoken up. They don't want those apartments there.
Yeah, 86% of Fort Bend County is homeowners, right?
Yes,
not
and we want to
residential.
keep it that way.
And they're trying to keep it that way.
Yep.
And yet, turn it into condos that they can purchase.
Maybe you could
Well, a
talk to
couple
them.
of different things is this PowerPoint slide is your relocation. If you have anyone coming from out of state or whatever, have a relocation. Are you passionate in South Fort Bend? Right? You understand we're going to continue to thrive. Yes, we're heading into a shift. Yes, our sales are going to slow down. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident with who I read and what I do. At the same time is Fort Bend is unique, right? I mean, we have affordability. We have an entry level problem. You're in a great spot. I hope you show up with passion and videos and marketing and relocation. Can you sell your area? Well, we're looking maybe the Woodlands or Fort Bend County. Well, this is your area. And if you look at the diversity, even if you mandated it, that we were going to have equal groups, I don't think you could get it as close as those percentages. I look at that every time and go, and that's unreal.
Yeah, there was research done that said by 2050, what we currently look like is what the rest of the nation is going to look like. So we're already ahead of the curve in our levels of diversity in our workforce that we have here. You said something interesting, which was about, the entry level being harder. That was something that they brought up because though the average home price, the median home price across Fort Bend is right around $292, we know in this area where we're mostly serving, that's really at $380, right? And so your newer buyers, first-time home buyers, are having a harder barrier into entry, which is why I said turn those apartments into condos that they can actually purchase and create a little bit more of a small community that's tight-knit, but the prices can be lower, right? So those are areas of opportunities. So your question, Kimbra, go to data and research and demographics. Another area that's important for you to just see and something that you can do videos off of would be like major employers. Who are the major employers here? And who are some upcoming? Yes, Fort Bend ISD.
Well, your school districts are always going to be.
major.
Pretty soon Lamar Consolidated will trump them all, right? Because why? Why is Lamar going to trump everybody?
Because that's where all our growth is going.
Yeah, because you still got 50% of the county that's not developed, and it's all Lamar Consolidated for the most part. Don't use absolute words. So Lamar Consolidated is going to be on a whole nother growth pattern. Fort Bend, pretty much built out.
Yep. You have major employers kind of like Dollar Tree who took over Family Dollar as well. And they're restructuring and recreating opportunities. So that's another major employer. And of course, Amazon and some other technology companies. Some music. So you can find out about that, including expansion and relocation. So if you go to that tab, expansion and relocation, you can see what are some startups that they're trying to bring in here. And you can use that to do a video as well and say what type of startups that we are trying to see, and then assist them with funding that can help them start that business, right? So that's on here. It walks you through exactly how to do that. Easy information. Yeah, anything else? That's it for me.
You guys here's your question is, are you excited about where you live? If you're not, it's going to be a hard real estate business for you in here. Two is, if I was to look at your presence online, would I see that passion come out? Where you live, the growth, there's going. So let me tell you a little story. I was in Colorado, Western Slope. I went to my nephew's graduation in my hometown. And it's in Montrose area. So if you fly in there, it's a Montrose Telluride flight that you get that's right down the road. And they're building homes like it's going out of style. Well, I was hanging out with my brother and his friends, and guess what? They were not all excited about the growth because it's a small town. They want to keep it. Well, like it or not, it's coming, right? Well, I'm in real estate and they're talking about this developer, and I'm like, ooh, this guy's smart. He's buying what? Dirt. He's developing it at a high level and they're selling at a price. And this is about 450,000 entry level price. So part of this is growth is coming. Number one, yes, some things like Sopana will be voted down, and some people don't all want it, right? Especially when you get into multifamily or apartments and people get all excited. Well, where are the people going to live? So the interesting story is a place called Telluride. Anybody been to Telluride? Okay, it's big dollar, right? So where's their struggle in Telluride? Yeah, well, yeah, what their challenge is that the price point is really, it's like Aspen and Vail, right? That's where the price point is. And yet the people, the affordability housing, there's nobody in there to serve them. So I put it in this one. The rich people come to town and want to be taken care. Who's going to serve you? Who's going to do the retail? Who's going to run the ski mountain? Who's going to run the hotels? So they have to find an affordability solution. So they go to the next town over and then they'll just transit in. That's a little bit like Sop and I go to you is going, okay, we still need an affordability piece, especially when our price point comes up. That's a real challenge we're going to be facing. That's not going away. And unfortunately, our federal government is increasing interest rates because they want to slow this inflation down. And yet, if you're a school teacher, right? What's a new school teacher make right now in Fort Bend ISD, Dave?
50-something thousand.
What was it? I'm sorry.
He
Okay,
went up
we'll
to
call it
61.
$60,000. Where are they gonna go? Dale, if you make $60,000 a year with good credit, I need an FHA, right? They can't? Okay, what am I gonna get? Yeah, where are we gonna go with 250? Oh, by the way,
Median price
if
is
I have a
292.
250 and I see it on the market, what's that like right now?
Price increase.
Yeah, I mean, it's a multiple offer. I heard for that school teacher.
Right.
Yeah, so we have a real challenge. We have to find solutions to this. We might have to go out. We might have to. That's why we need that product in our area.
Yes.
So, and there's already lots of apartments.
Yep.
Okay, so we're
So
preparing for the market that we're heading into. Like, this is going to be a real challenge, not just here in our country. It's going to be a real challenge getting school teachers too, by the way. I hope you're nice to school teachers. I hope you are nice to teachers. Don't be that parent that thinks your kid is all that. They're not, by the way. Hold on, that was another subject, by the way. Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, right? We're about ready to face a real challenge when it comes to school teachers. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they've increased the pay about as much as they can.
Yeah, but it's still not as
So
competitive. as
we're
surrounding-
preparing for the market we're heading into. Do you think about these challenges and finding solutions to work at it? Do you think big? Could you go and put a project together and buy dirt? Figure out real solutions for people that we're going to face.
One of the biggest, increase industrial wise, is like your logistics and welding and things of that sort. So straight from high school into career, opportunities. And so that's something that, Texas State College, Wharton, U of H, portions of U of H, they have that new welding program going on, that they're using that because income for that is higher than teacher's salary, right? And so here you are, 18, 19 years old, and you're able to make $80,000, $90,000 with those jobs. Of course, some with overtime. And that's some of the solution is providing opportunities for better paying jobs.
Anybody go to a high school graduation? recently this year. And when a graduate's spending what the size of it, we all want to know what.
What's your plans?
Where are they going to go next? And our society is raised is you need to be going what?
To college.
College, yes. And so I was at a smaller graduation. It was maybe a class of 120 that I went to, and they would say, okay, they're going to, and this was in Colorado, they're going to School of Mines or Air Force Academy or such and such. And I was like, it's almost shameful them to say is, no, I'm going to be going to a VOTech, a skill base, and I'm going to learn welding or electrician or plumber or whatever. And I was whispering to my brother was there because somebody's going in and going to do welding at some point. He go, yeah, he'll probably make more than anybody else. But got to get out of that mindset. Man, we need skilled people. So here's a solution. And I tell you this because we communicate and have an ability to have conversations with more people in our profession than pretty much a lot of people, right? You just have a great vehicle. Share this with them. I was waiting for the kid to go there. I'm going to buy dirt and divide it out. It was almost shameful if you say to them and the people is, I'm going to a skill school to learn a skill and get a job. I just don't know where that got in our society. Hold on, I'll get off my soapbox, by the way. But I'm passionate about education too. Nobody said I'm going into real estate, by the way. Then I went to
another opportunity.
Yes, and I'm like, why not?
Much like these companies are partnering with the schools to provide that type of education, that's how we're partnering with Kaplan to provide education for real estate. 46% of the population here does have a bachelor's degree or higher. We're actually one of the most educated counties out there. However, that is a true need and a true solution for other people to be higher paying with those career and technology type opportunities.
All right, your challenge is find something on there, put it out, right? Be the expert. You are the economist of choice. You are the Fort Bend economist of choice, meaning we need to understand jobs. We need to understand developments. We need other things going on. There's great resources too. If you don't see the information, there's contact information on there. Ask them. Most of the time they'll go, well, I'm really not supposed to tell, and they'll share it anyways because they just can't help themselves because they're excited about it. And you share it as well. And then you have the best relocation guide that you can put together yourself. Anyone that comes into this county and go, this is why this is a great place to live and will continue to be.
A great resource would be Rochelle, because she is the marketing director for economic. They have meetings, town meetings and different things of that sort. You can get with her so you can go sit in on some of those. They're very helpful when it comes to understanding what is the future for Fort Bend. So that's it. All right, thanks. Appreciate you guys. We're going to go ahead and bring up our, oh, let me stop my show. Y'all can go ahead and come up. Yeah. Allied business partners.
Look who's back.
I know, we missed you. way too long.
I'm still helping you. You and there are good. Hello, I'm glad to be back. I miss everybody. So I've been working for Reliance for more than 10 years. Right now, the electricity is at the highest point. I hope it's the turning point. Okay, it goes up more than the house. Okay, I mean by percentage. Okay, by percentage. Okay, we do connect electricity for your clients, home security. Now we're doing internet yet too. So I haven't learned how to do it yet, but we cover internet right now. Okay. So if you will get referral money for electricity and home security. If they sign up for twin pen for electricity, you can get $75. Home security, you can get $250. Okay.
So she's your concierge service. Andy and I have a rent house. We came vacant. All I did was, Andy, what do? We just connect with you and we got it all set up. Why work harder than that? She is your concierge. You personally, your clients, please take advantage of it.
Yeah, I took care of your agents, even though I was off for 7 weeks. Okay, thanks.
All right.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, good morning, everyone. So I'm certain that everyone's well aware of bingo. That's tomorrow evening. Is that correct? Can I see a hand of those people that have signed up?
Who's gonna win prizes and money?
Okay, so let me push you guys to sign up. Every winner is going to be winning a prize valued at least $100. We have food. I have a couple of title companies. I have a roofer. We have a survey company, American Home Shield for home warranty is going to be here. We're bringing food, prizes, drinks, adult beverages for those that prefer that. You can see the flyer here. If you go to the KWSW 25 site, go to the calendar, you can click an RSVP. If you would do that, it's going to help to give some of the sponsors an idea what kind of food to buy. So love to have you guys here if we can do that. So mortgage interest rates have come down a little bit this last couple of weeks. We've seen a little bit of an improvement. Current rate, 30-year fixed rate with perfect credit is running about 5.5, 5.375, which is a big improvement from a couple of weeks ago when we were almost pushing 6%. So there's a little bit of that going on. Obviously, we're getting into the buying season, or what would be perceived as a buying season with kids getting out of school in the summer. Seeing a little bit more time, I think, on the market that homes are sitting. You guys starting to see that? Okay, which is a good thing. We as loan officers want to be able to give your buyers something a little bit more than just a pre-qualification. Something that we can talk about, that we would like to use the term kind of a financial update. We want to give them information regarding if they're selling a house, if they're looking to purchase a house, maybe some of the best way to spend their money instead of putting everything down on a down payment, maybe holding on some of that. So we would like to have that opportunity to get with your buyers. If you know that you've got a buyer coming into town, you've got to get them pre-qualified. We know that business is going to pick up a little bit over the summer because it always does, and it's going to impact or make home sales have to sell quicker. Got to get your buyers ready to go. And in this current market with rates going up and prices going up, want to make certain they can still qualify for that home that you were looking at. One little teaser, next week, I'm going to ask for a little bit extra time. We are rolling out with a local bank a 100% financing program. 100% financing. There are specific geo codes or areas where the home has to be located. It's 100% financing, no income limits, no mortgage insurance on the loan. One of our loan officers right now, it's not just $200,000 houses, is doing a loan on a townhome that's priced at $410,000. It's an incredible program. I just don't have enough info to push it, but next week we want to be able to talk about that with you guys, okay? Please, we'd love to help you.
I'll definitely help our first-time home buyers.
Sir, please.
Next week. All right, we have Vanessa here from Super Home Warranty, and she is our lunch sponsor. We appreciate you, and tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Thank you, guys. Well, good afternoon, everybody. As mentioned, my name is Vanessa Robles, and I am with Super Home Warranty. I know a lot of you guys have probably had the opportunity and privilege of working with Jean Antoine, who was once your Superman, but now I am your Superwoman. So I will be passing these out so that you guys can scan them, and then you guys will have all my contact information as well as a digital brochure. You guys are just going to pass those out, pass them to your left, my right, and I'll pick them up over there at the end. But needless to say, Super Home Warranty is a newer company that's been around for about 7 years. When Jory Ramsey, our CEO, had moved to San Francisco after selling his business and looking for a new business venture. And in his process of moving from one city to another, he got his own home warranty and beat himself up for it because he was running into several roadblocks. And he realized that home warranty, well, your traditional home warranty companies were not made to benefit the homeowner. And I'm sure you guys all have your own stories, whether they're personal or from your clients, about things that have gone left. So because of those issues and trials and tribulations, Super was born. And what sets us apart from your traditional home warranty companies is, well, there's several things, but we're going to talk about three. And one of them being that we're backed up by data and technology. That's a huge piece because we're able to monitor everything from claim to completion. And we'll get into a little more detail throughout the presentation. But first, as you guys can probably agree, one of the main concerns when it comes to home warranty is the contractors, right? The quality of work that they're providing in your client's home or even in your homes. So something that Super has put in place to make sure that our contractors are continuously providing top-notch service to your clients is not only are we vetting them in the beginning like every other company, we're looking at the Better Business Bureau, we're looking at the Google reviews, but we're also hitting the streets on Facebook and Twitter because that's where people like to go and vent. So once we've done that and they're in our network, we also continuously monitor and track their rating and the performance that they provide to our clients. So our contractors must maintain a 4- and 5-star rating in order to maintain in our network. Once they've dropped from that 4.0, they have a very short period of time to do some remediation, but after that, they're out of our network completely. Another thing when it comes to our contractors is we are a cashless system. So that comes into play when, well, let's backtrack a little bit. Your traditional companies, when there's a claim done, they will put it out to their network and let the contractors know, hey, we have a claim out, and they allow their contractors to, one, set the appointment, and they're very hands-off at that point. We own our scheduling system, so we're monitoring how fast our contractors pick up the appointment, how long it takes for them to get there, and then again, that quality of service that they're actually providing to our homeowners. Now, when you're talking about that cashless system, some of your traditional home warranties, they pay them a flat rate. So if you're thinking about your flat rate versus a retail job, which one of you guys would go to your retail, or you typically would go to your retail job over your home warranty job, which is a flat rate? So because of the fact that we pay them a variable rate based on the work that they do, that gives them an incentive to give our clients the same quality of work as any retail job. In the event that there are any out-of-pocket expenses for whatever reason, we will look over the invoice and the estimate that is given to the client just to make sure that our client is still getting a good rate. And not only will they get a good rate, but they're going to get it at a wholesale rate because they're our client. So that kind of covers our contractors. Another main issue when it comes to home warranty is going to be denied claims, right? Or unreasonably denied claims, unknown pre-existing conditions. Typically, the way it works, you get a home inspection, we ask for a home warranty, and whatever was listed on that inspection report, we kind of just hope and pray that when a claim comes through, or at least your traditional home warranties, they hope and pray that it's going to go through and it's not going to be denied. But we don't really know. So because of that, we created a program called In the Clear, which allows you guys or your clients to submit their inspection report, which is not required, but it is a benefit. And if they submit their inspection report, they've obviously done their due diligence in getting a trained professional out there to inspect their home to make sure it's in working order. And in the event, a week later, they move in, their AC breaks down. Well, 9 times out of 10, it was probably a pre-existing condition. Your traditional home warranty companies are probably going to deny that claim. Well, because they did their due diligence, they got an inspection report, they have that on their side. We're going to go ahead and take care of that claim because the contractor or the inspector who went out there said that it was a good and working system. So that's a huge win when it comes to those denied claims, because let's face the facts. A denied claim is never at a good time, and they're expected at least 2 out of 3 in the year for your homeowners. So that's number 2. Number 3, we also have maintenance services. So it's not about just when it breaks down, it's about maintaining the systems and appliances prior to breakdown. So HVAC tune-ups, something that a lot of us forget about. So if you guys haven't had your HVAC tune-ups this year, before we get into summer, I recommend it. But that is one of the maintenance services that we do offer. We have 15 different ones that are pre-packaged for our clients. And I mean, they range from carpet cleaning, pest control, again, the HVAC tune-ups, even TV mounting. So these are all things that a new homeowner might want to take advantage of, and they come pre-packaged at a discounted rate for our clients. And we also have free sellers coverage. So those of the clients that are ready to list their home, you guys can reach out to us for that as well. But I'm going to leave with that. Any questions, comments, or concerns that I can answer for you guys while I'm here? Silence. Okay, so you guys should have a QR code, or I've had that QR code passed around that does have my contact information along with the digital brochure. So if you guys do have any additional questions, comments, concerns, anything at all, feel free to call or text me. I'm here to assist you guys in any way that I can. And I know you guys probably do have existing relationships with some of your other home warranty companies. Only ask that I would ask of you guys is to continue to vet, give us a shot, and let us own your business.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. And there is Chipotle in the back.
Appreciate you for that. Okay, so my final words is just, this is an opportunity. We gave you information for you to grow your business. Next week, Wednesday, we're having blind spots, aligning your intentions with your behavior. It's happening right after the team meeting. It is another opportunity for you to grow your business through growing your awareness. So come and learn about that. Come get excited about how you can get to know and work with more people who don't look like you. Thank you guys. See y'all later.